commission will come back from its recess, and Mr. Howard, I see you had your hand raised. Did you want to add something before we start?
Thank you, Madam Chair. During the break, I had time to think about how to state what the department is trying to accomplish. I think there may be a way to do that. LTD will be able to warrant that it will have no comment to the FCC regarding the recertification, if that is helpful.
Mr. Dornfeld, is that helpful? I think the point Mr. Howard's trying to make is like, if, and correct me if I'm wrong, if we do this compromise language that says that your would still be certified to continue to receive CAF funding, you are also stating that, or committing, Mr. Howard, that LTD will not file a letter with the FTC that is contrary to that?
Madam Chair, we'll file nothing with regard to this ETC recertification at all in any regard, with regard to RDOF or CAFII. We'll be silent on this matter and let the state certification speak for itself in regard to CAFII, which is all it speaks to. It does not expand beyond the CAFII certification. It only speaks to that.
Okay, and I think then Commissioner Sullivan was working on language, I presume, with our staff. And Commissioner Sullivan, did you want to read that? Or?
Before I do that, I'd be interested, the department, Mr. Dornfeld, that seems very reasonable. What do you think?
Chair Sieben, Commissioner Sullivan, I think the department would welcome that commitment from LTD. I don't think that we would be comfortable relying solely on it. If there's a way for the commission to provide some clarification in its recertification with USAC and FCC. Ultimately, I'm not sure that LTD's commitment is verifiable or enforceable, and so I think it would be concerned.
And they said it before us right now.
Well, I think Commissioner Sullivan's asking if we did your language as well as listen to what Mr. Howard said, is that a path forward, Mr. Dornfeld? So.
Thank you, Chair Sieben. Yes, that would be workable for the department. Thank you.
Is that what you were asking, Commissioner Sullivan? You're supportive of some version of what the department was proposing for LTD?
Well, I mean, in talking to staff, I mean, we could do the department's proposed language, but I mean, my sense is that, that it's pretty clear that the commission's order is limited only to CAF2. So it's not necessary, and the FCC would know that. That plus the very fact that it's limited to CAF2 plus what Mr. Howard just said in the company, that seems to address what the department is concerned about. And so I'm comfortable right now just doing what we're, doing the recommended decision options, and then going forward with that. I mean, I don't think I need to offer new language for decision option 4.
Okay, let's move into deliberation so that we're clear that we're doing that. So, Commissioner Sullivan, you support just straight up decision option 4 with no accompanying language, if I understand.
I'm comfortable with that, yes.
Okay, and did you want to make a motion for the rest of the decision options?
Before I do that, I'd be interested in hearing if there's any other commissioners who have thoughts on this. So, but I mean, I am able to do that, but I'd be interested in if anybody else has thoughts.
I was comfortable with the direction that Mr. Dornfeld was going, but I think that if we put more language into our order regarding the clarification that LTD is only being certified for purposes of CAF2 funding, we might like be able to hit a good balance where it is effectively doing what Mr. Dornfeld is asking by directing our staff to work in the order to make it clear that it's only for this purpose. And then our order will speak to the department's concerns and I think where you're headed with supporting decision option 4. Is that sound reasonable, Commissioner Sullivan?
Seems reasonable to me, yes.
Commissioners Sugar or Means, are you comfortable with that path for number 4? So we're not offering, we're not moving the additional language the department recommended, just to be clear, we're just doing decision option 4 and hope that our order will clarify this and bring more discussion around it as the department has raised in their concerns. Commissioner Means or Sugar, go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I was comfortable supporting decision options 1, 3, 4, 6, and 8. It's my understanding that CAF and RDOF are completely unrelated, separate programs. And I think the folks that make those decisions are capable of understanding that and using some of our language possibly in an order as a bit of a strategy. I didn't think it was completely inappropriate, but I didn't see that it was necessary. I didn't share those same concerns. So yes, I'm comfortable with what I understand the motion to be.
Commissioner Sugar?
Nothing more to add, thanks.
Okay, so Commissioner Sullivan, do you want to make a motion then?
Sure. My motion will be decision options 1, 3, 4, 6, and 8.
Okay, is there any more discussion of Commissioner Sullivan's motion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Commissioner Means?
Yes.
Commissioner Sugar?
Yes.
Commissioner Sullivan?
Yes.
I also vote yes, the motion prevails 4-0. Thank you very much, everyone, for your work today, and there's no other business before us, so the meeting is adjourned.